All right, welcome back everybody. Yesterday was the Donovan video, and I also started going in on Rich Cooper, but then I had some problems with the camera. There was some kind of memory card error, and I realized whenever I got home the video was recording, then it would just cut off. So back at it again. It was pouring down rain earlier, but the sun's out now, so I figured I'd get out here, get this one over with. So I told Black Pill Truth I'd get it done. I got to make a correction from yesterday. I kept referring to Anthony Johnson as Anthony Joshua. Yeah, it turns out those two are not the same person. Who knew? Yeah, they just a little bit different. Anthony Joshua's a bad man, though. I can't wait to see him fight again. That's why I kept thinking of that name, Anthony Joshua. And then whenever I looked on 21 Studios, I saw Anthony Johnson. I'm like, yep. All right. But anyway, on to Rich Cooper, aka Griff Cooper, aka Entrepreneurs in Cars, aka Bell Cooper. I believe that's what Looks Maximus calls him. If it's somebody else, I apologize. But yeah, Bell Cooper, Griff Cooper, whatever you want to call him. I like to call him Griff Cooper because he's on the grift. You've probably heard of him if you're familiar with the Manosphere, or if you've ever looked at any sort of red pill Reddit, you've probably seen his quotes. He likes to talk about single moms a lot, and he makes up these lists of things that women need to bring to the table when they're looking for a high value man. He gets a lot of flack on Twitter for that, but I think it's all pretty much by design. It's just so he can get more publicity and find more people to grift and more people to hustle. So, Griff Cooper. Oh shit. Yeah, my shield just fogged up really bad. It's not even cold out. What the hell's going on? All right. Anyway. Yeah, Griff Cooper's got a lot of experience with single moms. Let me just give you a brief history of this guy. His YouTube channel, I believe, is about 7 years old. I think he started it back in 2014. Now, it never really gained a lot of traction until, magically, he found the red pill. And basically by found the red pill, what I mean is he read The Rational Male. That's all it is. He was simping his entire life. In his late 30s, possibly even in his early 40s, he got married to a woman. I believe she was a single mom, but as soon as she popped out his kid, or at least what he believes to be his kid, because he probably got cucked, but as soon as she popped out that kid, she divorced him, and of course, she divorce raped him. And then, this idiot spends the next few years messing around with single moms, spending money on them, spending money on their kids, taking them and their kids on vacations, trying to play daddy to the kids, trying to raise the kids, and working on stuff around their houses. I mean, this guy was a complete cuck. But, you know, as I said, one day he read The Rational Male, and he's another one of these dudes. He was a simp his entire life. He was a simp for over 40 years. And then he read The Rational Male, and he was like, you know what? I can make some money off of this. And whenever I talk about these guys that are simping their entire lives, and then they read The Rational Male, and all of a sudden they become experts, the majority of them are guys who were recently divorced. And you know what that means? That means they got taken for a lot of money, possibly a lot of property, and they don't get to see their kids nearly as much as they used to, if at all. So that's why I am very suspicious when I see these recently divorced guys trying to sell you stuff. I mean, if people are just making videos, and as I said in the Donovan video, maybe, writing a book and charging 10 or 15 bucks for it or something, yeah, I get that. But when you're selling these $100 courses, or $500, $1,000, $4,000 courses, or if you're like Rich Cooper and you're charging $33 a minute, yes, that you heard that right, $33 a minute for relationship advice. Yeah, that I have a problem with. So, Griff Cooper, His channel's been around for about 7 years, never started taking off until he started talking about the red pill and the single mom stuff. I mean, if anybody knows about him in the manosphere, you know he's the single mom guy. That's pretty much all he's known for. So, he's just another guy, found the Rational Mail, probably read a couple other books. Actually, I'll get to that in a minute. I know he's read at least one other book that I happen to own. And he just started the grift, man. He was a really soft-spoken beta type guy in his early videos, and then all of a sudden he finds the red pill and he's, oh yeah, big bad alpha, yeah. He's still a little bitch. If you listen to Anthony Johnson even talks about how whenever Rich Cooper was at his house, he would do calls, his $33 a minute scam, which I think he only used to charge like $12 or $15 a minute. Only, yeah, only. But so he would be at Anthony Johnson's house taking calls from people, and he would basically just repeat stuff from the Rational Mail. Like, he's not giving them any advice that's coming from him. It's nothing original. Everything, I mean, as far as I know, everything this dude does is stolen from somebody else. So, I mean, if you check out his channel, sort the videos from oldest to newest, you'll even see that. I mean, he had a couple videos that got over 100,000 views, a couple of the car videos, but his subscriber count, if you look on what the hell is it called, not Subscribestar, what am I thinking of, Social Blade? Yeah, if you look on there, you'll see his channel didn't start taking off and getting subs until he started the whole single mom thing and the whole red pill thing. So the first thing that I'd like to talk about is the plagiarism. Rich Cooper is known for coming up with the saying, women don't care about your struggles, they sit at the finish line and bang the winners. Folks, I'm here to tell you, he did not come up with that. Anybody who listens to Bill Burr's stand-up knows that is from a Bill Burr stand-up album from way back, I believe in 2006 or 2007, and it's called Emotionally Unavailable. Now, if you were to look that up, which I'll post it on the screen, the title of the track is actually called The Finish Line. So you can't tell me that's just a coincidence. And Richard Cooper says what Bill Burr said almost word for word. And I've heard so many people, I've heard Donovan Sharp say that, and they always give Richard Cooper credit. Donovan Sharp, Rollo Tomasi, I think MLD, all those guys have repeated it. And then you'll even see people in comment sections using that, like posting that and quoting Richard Cooper. So I finally got sick of that shit, and a couple months ago, I called some guy out in the comments, I didn't call the guy out in the comments, but in the comments I said, hey, he put that quote, women don't care about your struggles, they just sit at the finish line and bang the winners. And then he had that in quotation marks, and then he put Rich Cooper next to it, as if Richard Cooper was the one that came up with it. And I had explained to him, like, nah, man, he didn't come up with that. He stole that from Bill Burr. So, what's really messed up is there's a lot of people out there who wouldn't have a problem with that, or they just don't have a problem with it. And those people are pieces of human garbage. I mean, I know what it's like to have people steal stuff or try to claim that my work is their work. It's not a good feeling. I think the problem is there's a lot of guys out there, they've never created anything worth stealing, so they don't understand it. Like the people who think when it comes to stand-up comedy, oh, it doesn't matter if he stole the joke, it's about who tells the joke better. I heard people say that about Carlos Mencia before. I'm like, no, it's not about who tells the joke better. That's plagiarism. Plagiarism can get you kicked out of college. Plagiarism can get you fired from your job. That's a very serious thing. And especially when Rich Cooper has never came out and said, no, I didn't come up with that, it was Bill Burr. If he just did that, I would be cool with it. I mean, he'd still be a grifting scumbag, but at least he'd have a little bit of integrity. So the second saying that he's known for is do the work. And as soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh, that, light bulb started flickering in my head, and I'm thinking, where have I heard that? Where have I heard that? And then it hit me. It was in one of Jocko's books. Jocko Willnick, or however you pronounce his name. That's a nice ass house right there. Yeah. A bit too much for me. Way too much. Oh, yeah, this is straight up Rich Street right here. We'll rob these motherfuckers, roll up in their houses, and straight jack them. Why am I talking about this? Okay. So, I have a bunch of... Oh. Cul-de-sac. I have a bunch of Jocko's books on MP3, or on audiobook, and on ebook. So I got an ice cream ebook reader, open it up, hit Control F, and I type in "do the work," and I search for it on all the books that I have from Jocko. Sure enough, I can't remember the title of the book, but sure enough, that's where it came from. So this dude, the two sayings that this guy is known for and that other people will claim he came up with, he didn't even come up with them. And he's never denied that. Again, if he would just come out and say, hey, I got this from Bill Burr, I got this from Jocko, yeah, still be all right, still be a scumbag, but he would have at least a little bit of integrity. So, those two things right there, like, people, I swear, man, these guys like Richard Cooper, all of these grifters, they prey on weak men. That seems to be a recurring theme with these guys. Like, they take dudes who are hurt emotionally, guys who never really had any luck with women, and they just charge them a ton of money to give them generic advice. And then whenever they don't want to pay them anymore, they just belittle these poor guys. And that's why I said, you know, Donovan Sharp's not going to try to market his grift or whatever course he's trying to grift. He's not going to market it to a guy like me. He's not going to market it to guys who can actually get laid. He's looking for the guys who are hurt. And that's why I don't understand why he disses MGTOW so much, because we all know that the majority of guys claiming MGTOW are just incels who don't want to admit the truth to themselves. So you talk smack on MGTOW, but yet that's who you're marketing your product to. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Richard Cooper, the same way. This dude charges $33 a minute for dating advice. I mean, what kind of dating advice is he going to give you? And if it, I'm sure he might say, oh, well, there's business advice too. Like, bro, you own a debt consolidation company. So again, preying on weak people who have been hurt, preying on weak people who ran up a bunch of debt, and now they're in financial trouble. So he's preying on these poor guys who can't get laid, and he's preying on people who have possibly ruined their lives and gone into debt. My shield keeps fogging up. All right, I'm going to keep my shield open just a little bit. I apologize if there's a lot of wind noise. I'll try to cut it out in Audacity. But my shield just keeps fogging up. This is getting really annoying. And do I have the top vents open? Okay. All right, but so this dude's charging $33 a minute for dating advice. I mean, what is he going to tell you that you can't learn for free online? Don't date single moms. Oh, gee, thanks, bro. Thanks. I mean, I had no idea that was something I shouldn't be doing. Like, what the hell? His entire experiences with single moms. And this guy was dumb enough to get married in Canada in either his late 30s or early 40s. And the laws in Canada are even, the divorce laws and all that stuff are even worse in Canada than they are in America. You guys up in Canada, you got more of a, what the hell do they call it? A civil union or whatever. You're not actually married, but if you're together for so long, she can still take half of your stuff. It's ridiculous. So for him to do that, and then all of a sudden just turn around and be like, oh, I've found the red pill, and now I'm, you know, one of the top guys in the manosphere to give you advice. Like, what advice? What are you going to tell us? Nothing. There's absolutely nothing. The guy is a scam artist. Everything he does is a scam. Oh, but people fall for it, man. There was some idiot replied to one of my comments and said, well, you think a guy with that many subs knows what he's talking about? Like, yeah, subs don't mean anything. I mean, look at people like Lily Singh and all those crazy leftists. They got a ton of subs. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Subs and views don't mean a damn thing. But that's how stupid some people are. And some guys just don't question anything. That's another thing, man. These guys like Donovan Sharp, Richard Cooper, MLD, they don't like it when you question them. They want to ask you all kinds of personal questions about your life, your finances, and all this stuff, but they don't want you questioning them and saying, well, you're telling me to do this, but why should I do it? They can't explain why. But so, it's just like modern day leftist politicians. They don't want people questioning anything. You just get in line. Get in line and comply. Don't question anything. There was no fraud in the election. All that kind of stuff. The COOF isn't just a big conspiracy. It's not about control. Stop questioning things. Stop thinking for yourselves. What the hell's wrong with you? Just believe everything the TV tells you. Turn on CNN and believe everything they tell you. And these guys like Donovan Sharp and Richard Cooper are no different. That's exactly what they want you to do. Just blindly follow orders and don't question anything. And like I said, man, there's plenty of people who will. Plenty of people who just line up and give these guys their money. Now, one thing I did leave out about Donovan Sharp is that he claimed that his wife, well, he won't say that's his wife, but we know. He claimed that his wife quit her six-figure job to come work for him. So what that tells me is that if she, let's just say that's all true and that she really did have a six-figure job and she quit to work for him, that means that his grift is at least twice what she was making. Because you're not going to quit your job to make less money. That wouldn't make any sense. So the grift that he has going on, especially with what the hell are those, whatever courses he's trying to sell, Womenese and all this crap, all this stuff he just stole from Reddit. I mean, he's charging what, $700-800, even more, and then he keeps coming out with a new one like every 6 months. Yeah, that dude, I'd like to see his tax returns. I'd like to see what kind of money he's making. That dude is grifting hard. It's like these guys are having a competition. Having a competition to see how many suckers can we rip off. And, normally I would give them credit because I love watching stupid people get suckered. I love watching, like, you see these guys online giving girls on OnlyFans or giving girls on Twitch hundreds of dollars. Like, you're never going to have sex with her. You got no chance with this girl. Why are you giving them money? It's just sad. There's nothing, absolutely nothing these guys are going to teach you in one of their courses that you can't learn on the internet for free. Oh, it's wild. Again, people fall for it. People fall for it all the time because they prey on those weak guys. Because those weak guys sure as hell aren't going to ask any questions. They're going to be like, oh, well, this guy, he talks about banging all these 10s. He must know what he's talking about. Or they look at Richard Cooper and they're like, oh, he drives a nice car. And his YouTube channel has like 200,000 subs or however many he has. So he must know what he's talking about. Oh, boy. Yep. Just get in line and comply. But all right. That's about it for Griff Cooper. I'll leave my camera on and I'll leave the mic recording. That way if I remember anything else, I'll be sure to add it to this video. And I'm pretty sure that's all the stuff I wanted to go through. The stealing from Bill Burr, stealing from Jocko, the $33 a minute grift to give dating advice. What a joke. All right, but anyway, that's about it. Ooh, it's looking nice. Actually, I think I'm going to go for a ride. I was going to go home, but looks like we may not get any more rain for a while. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you, Black Pill Truth, for sharing the Donovan Sharp videos, the short and the full-length video. And to anybody who is new to my channel, thank you very much for subbing and for watching. I've got content going the whole way back to 2013. If you want to talk about OG when it comes to red pill content, go back to 2013 and look at my red flags videos. I got videos talking about girls that are hoes, girls that are just using guys because they have nice cars, girls that use guys because they have nice motorcycles, stuff like that. I mean, all my receipts are right there, and I'm not one of, my lay count's only in the 50s. I got nothing to brag about there. I'm not one of these dudes out here claiming, oh yeah, my lay count's up in the thousands and all this craziness. But anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. I'm gonna, oh wait, no, I'm gonna keep going. That's the way I came from. But I'm gonna keep on riding here. Maybe I'll make another video, who knows? I don't know. Anyway, thanks again for watching. We'll see you later. Enjoy yourselves. Peace.